I identify as a Christian, a believer of Christ. My pronouns are saved, safe self. And if you do not accept and rejoice Jesus Christ as your Savior and Redeemer, and if you are not washed clean in the atoning blood of Christ, then you are Christ-phobic, you're heterophobic, you're moral-phobic, and you are nothing but a hater and a bigot, and anything that you say is a hate crime. And I won't tolerate anybody else with any other beliefs in my life. Does that sound familiar? Can you imagine if the tables were turned? But that's exactly what is going on. Rare incident I got on Facebook. And one of the first things, of course, it's June now. One of the very first things I saw was a post advertising a Peace, Pride, and 4-H shirt. I was like, oh, here we go. And I haven't commented or posted on Facebook in I don't know how long. I was like, I can't not say anything. Okay. And basically what I said was that 4-H has always been inclusive and will always be a place for everyone to belong just by nature of what it is. It is a youth organization where we are taught, belonging, generosity, independence, mastery, where kids find a spark, find a passion, and find a place where others have that same passion. They form bonds and friendships, long-term relationships. It's a place for everyone, and it always has been. But the minute that we start waving flags and making stances against something so divisive like pride, you're going to lose people. You are excluding people. So it's no different as me as a Christian saying that if you don't celebrate my Christianity, then you're nothing but a pagan, evil, Christ-phobic bigot. I mean, am I wrong? Be the same as saying, as me posting, a picture of Christ with children, saying, suffer the children to come to me and forbid them not. It's like, so, Christians, you're welcome. You're welcome here. There's a turn lane for a reason. Can you imagine the outrage if I started pushing Christianity? But no, we're pushing sexual orientation and sexualization on kids. We're helping them to identify as a certain way. No, absolutely not. That is my line in the sand. That is one thing I will not cross. And, a popular argument is, oh, you know, it helps with their self-confidence and their self-esteem, and they're, you know, don't want them to unalive themselves. Well, guess what? The suicide ideation rate for the LGBTQRS community is 40%. 40% for adolescents who identify as trans, as all that. And you know what? After the transition, it doesn't improve. And if we're going to sit there and say that trans people have always existed, then why hasn't there been just a widespread epidemic of kids, of 40% of kids? Alright, this guy is having suicidal thoughts and tendencies. Answer me that. So, bottom line, if you do not support me in my Christianity by celebrating with me and by believing and advocating for my cause and my beliefs, then you are Christ-phobic, homophobic, bigot, hater, evil, pagan. But of course that's not true, because that would be unchristian of me to say. That'd be, intolerant of me to say. The LGBTQIA 2+ question mark community is all about tolerance and acceptance when it's about them. When it's about anybody else, they resort to ridicule, and in this case saying, oh, this isn't making a stance, this is just, you know, showing acceptance, and maybe posting a link to a shirt that kids can buy and feel good about themselves. It's ridiculous, it's sick. We are screwing up a generation. We are. And I, for one, I'm gonna do everything I can, as much as I can, with my little tiny sphere of influence, to make sure that, well, yes, kids of all types, of all nationalities, religions, backgrounds, creeds, whatever, feel accepted and feel a place where they belong. They feel included. Yes, that is what I do. But what I'm not going to do is say, oh, you are so brave for putting this label on you. You are so brave for wanting to follow the crowd. Because it's a popular thing to do right now. And until we, as a community, as a civilization, say enough's enough, there's an entire generation that's just gonna be messed up. And I've got my daughter on the back with me. I don't want her growing up in a world where she doesn't know who she is. She has to stick a label on herself. Just be excellent to each other. Tuba Billy, signing out. God be with you till we meet again.